call, that's a deathless. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. My mind gone, I'm probably gonna see a specialist. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. Got 100K on my wrist and my necklace. Had to get through a bag. I think they forgot I be wildin' out. I be pushing that gas. Gotta move right when I'm out around. I be counting that cash. Waves on film, so I brought me a buzz down. I'm living fast. I bought her a condo, like, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? I'm going stupid on Prada and Louis now. And she gotta do it now. She keeping the inside of the Gucci gang. That back SRT. Peanut butter seats. Forges custom kit. Ain't no fraud to me. Too legit to quit. Flying overseas. Count another meal. I got all receipts. I'm a breadwinner. I'ma keep it P. It's steady time. Always by my cheese. Gas up in that track car, that's a deathless. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. My mind gone, I'm probably gonna see a specialist. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. Got 100K on my wrist and my necklace. Gotta stay focused, better move right, or go left on a mission, better pay attention. I say one word, my dog gon' get it, my dog gon' get him. Cuban links froze, shine like a missile, and I won't let it miss you. Run, Ricky, run. I'm coming outside, and I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. So ain't no point in switching sides, can't let this fly. So in that corner, we gon' slow. No 9 to 5, and I don't need no alibi. You know I ride. Gas up in that track car, that's a deathless. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. My mind gone, I'm probably gonna see a specialist. I got road rage, been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. I got road rage, I've been burning rubber, so reckless. I'ma crash out. Got 100K on my wrist and my necklace.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Rise of the Donut Daredevil. We've got Homer on a motocrosser, bit of a background to do. Now you've seen in that little video clip at the beginning how I got the image across, put the masking down and then I sort of chopped out. Now you can chop out as much as you want if you are doing this step by step. Link is in the video description for the piece of artwork if you want us to follow along. So I've chopped out pieces and you're going to see the pieces that I've chopped out when I remove the mask. We've got the clouds. Should have the clouds. Probably just missing a couple of bits. You'll get this when you're cutting out. You'll just probably miss a couple of bits that need sorting out. So just remove what you've cut out. You can do exactly what I've done and just sort of cut round Homer because I wanted to do the background first. Just pull this away. Another cloud here. Like that. You can put this to one side, not a problem. Like that. So you've got that bit left over. Now what I'd do with this is just give it a slice up because it's probably a bit awkward to hold like that. Just move it to one side. And cut it in half and place that on your easel. Just out of the way because you can use that later if you need it. I've got another bit here. Should be a bit around here. that and just check everything you need to take out has been taken out. This little bit here. Stick it to the side, you can use it again. So we're going to concentrate on the background. I've got a light tone here and it goes into a blue. So set your brush 20 psi. I'm using the Iwata Eclipse Takumi. Just going to dust. Oh, there's a bit more to take out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the inners of the wheels out as well. And put them to one side. Like that. Now we can start the background. Right, a little light dusting. And I'm sort of backing off with the brush. I'm around 4 inches away. Minimal trigger. And just put in a light pass. ISO. You can use that. Nice and light. And change the blue up. I mean, the actual background on this goes like more of a warmer colour to the bottom. I'm just going for like a very light blue. And then just do a darker pass to the top. Got a different blue here. Again, backing away with your brush. Even overlaps coming down. So you're like 50-50. Just work your way down. Like that. Just going to bring that colour down into this bottom one. And just start darken it up. I've sort of gone in like a sort of, I've kept it sort of like that, like a half moon, and kept this a little bit brighter down here. Do another pass over the top. brush a clean out. Getting a little bit of spitting. Just keep building the layers up. Like that. And I'm just going to warm this bottom up with a little bit of almond, which is one of my flesh tones. I'm going to bring this over and up into that blue. Like that, and that'll just give you that nice soft transition. Just warm it up a bit. Give the brush a clean. So that's the background, like sort of skying. Got a couple of little speckly bits there where it just spitted with the brush where it needed a clean. Put your lids on your paints. Don't do what I do and leave the lids off. Pause, put your lids back on, tidy your workspace up, you're ready for the next bit. Now we can remove the clouds now, and they'll be nice and white underneath. Like that. Now if you've got any unwanted pencil lines, you can just go in, just knock them out, like that. That's them out of the way. Now you can add some extra fluffiness to your clouds. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of that almond. Just do a couple of little sort of passes over. Like that, just to give it a little bit extra. You can also get a Caran d'Ache pencil and just soften the edges up. Just fog it out a bit. Just a subtle texture around it. Like that. So now what we can do is we can move on to this piece at the bottom. So remove that piece of the masking. Just need to cut around here. place it to the side. That little bit of cloud at the front, can go back on there, like that, and we can concentrate on the houses. Now these are sort of very blurry, there's not a great deal of detail in these, so you can do these in any of the warm colours. Just give the brush a clean. So I'm just going to go in with one warm colour on all of them and then just tint them over to make it sort of go a little bit quicker. Like that. I'm just colouring it in. Nothing fancy, it's literally straight over the top. Like that. Same with this side. Just going to go over the whole lot in one tone. Like that. And then just change it up. So you can do these whatever colour you want, doesn't matter. Colour there. Like that. Let's grab another colour. Let me tint these back. Like that. Clean the brush. This is the biggest thing, it's just cleaning the brush. When you're doing colour, it's stop, start, stop, start. Right, we're going to go for a grey. Just start to can use your shields if you want to just sharpen up the ones that are closer to you. Little lines in like that. Just some random little squares and shapes. Like that. Pigeons are out in force. A little clean and a brush. Bubble. A little bit of blue. A little bit in the windows. Like that. Then we can get the Dash pencil. We can just sharpen a few bits up. That'll do. Right, next colour. I'm going to go for a dark brown. We're going to do the Telegraph poles. Minimal trigger up close. Just create some little lines. Like that. Use a bit of this colour on the background as well. Like that. Same this side. Same here. Sharpen that one up a bit. Like that. Spray half on your mask, and then the overspray will just bounce across. Just keep it close to your mask. Like that. Drop a little bit of this colour in here. A little bit down here. Like that. And then we've got the phone line sort of wires. Run them in. Like that. They sort of get fainter as they go down, further down. Like that. Some little faint ones there. Right, we've got the part of the ground to go in here. So I'm going to mix up the colour we're going to go for. I'm going to go for a bit of the milk chocolate, and then I'm going to just mix in a bit of aubergine with that. That'll do. Separate this. A little separation there. Like that. Just going to add a little bit more aubergine to it and just darken it off. Make a darker mix. Just create the I'm going to make this sort of drop shadow on the bike here look a little bit more bigger. Like that. And do some little run that across the bottom. Like that. And that's the bottom part. And we've got the cloud sort of like the kicking up of the what the bike's kicking up. Let's remove that. Next. Like that. Clean the brush. Right, I'm going to start this at the bottom, looking for a light, sort of warm, it's a bit like the almond type colour, just creating soft sort of pass. Lighter to the top, then just put some darker passes. That's that sort of tone. Dust over. Like that. The next tone we're going to go in with will be check the colours. That's the one I want. These little hiccups here. Like that. And we've got some dark lines. It's just basically going over your pencil lines. with the black, this is outlined. That'll do. Just going to do some white the edges up a bit. Just add a little bit of white to that, that'll do. Any unwanted pencil bits, erase them out. Same here. Go in and just start to knock any bits back that you don't want there. Like that. Another pass. And this and there. Make that a little bit darker. That'll do. Right, clean the brush out. Right, what I'm doing now is I'm placing the masking back on, so we're covering Homer up. Well, we'll be demasking where Homer is, we're just covering the background up like that. That's the beauty of the Pro Mask, guys, you can apply it. But when you apply it back, if you're working on paper, you're not really got to squeegee it down hard. Nice and light, just a little touch. If that's all you need with this, you don't need to squeegee it down, because you're working on paper. It can grip it if you're not careful. So now we can remove this part. Carefully. People are asking about the masking, leaving it on. This was done last night. I cut the mask out last night for this video, so it's been left on all night on paper. Now if you are using it on solvent, make sure that your solvent base coat has dried, because solvent releases gases. Call it gassing out, when it's like flashing off. And if you were to put your mask in straight on top of it and leave it, that solvent's going to instantly attack the glue that's on the masking, and it'll make it sticky. But working on paper, you'll be absolutely fine. So just keep your eye out when you're working on your base coats for like your custom painting with on your tanks and things like that. Just make sure your base coat's gone off and you'll be alright. And that's still plenty of sticky on there, and that was left on from last night. So we've got that bit, and then you can just go round and lightly just go around your edges. I think we've got it. A little bit there which needed to go blue. We can sort this piece out. One bit I didn't cut on the mask, so that is blue there for the background. Just noticed it there. Right, we can now start on the internal, and you can start wherever you want. I'm going to go in and we're going to do the yellow first, get home with the hands in. All the bits of yellow will drop in. A bit of the bike here, here, that piece. You can use the yellow, and then we can move on to the next colour. So, blast out with your brush. Get the yellow. Three drops of yellow, and we're going to thin this really down. That's all. Test to the side. I want this releasing out the brush literally, so you just touch the trigger. Right, let's drop a little bit of this yellow on here. Like that. Go in for the tank next. Around 20 mil off the paper, because the paint's thin, you can really hit minimal trigger and just put that paint where you want it. Like that. Right, a bit on the mud guard here. Do a pass. Don't worry if you're going into this piece. That's dark. Like that. And your white highlight that's in that bit there, you can drop that in later. Posca paint pen, and this is lined out as well. There's a lot of this is like black outline. A lot of this bit here. We'll be tinting this inside the mud guard down. It's going to drop the yellow in. It's got like a little bit of sort of orange on it, and here. And down. Shield that. That's Just that bit straight up to his hand. Like that. Over to this one. Like that. Your masking starts to lift when you blow air at it, just touch it back down. Don't really press it down because remember you're on paper. Just here. Colour in like that. That's that bit. Right, just want to warm this up a bit, orange it up a bit. These little bits here, little bit under here, do a bit of that there, bit around here, on the hand. Use that same colour in here for this. Put a bit of that colour in. Bit on the bottom of that tank. Just a tiny bit in here. Like that. I've got a bit in here as well. Blast that through, just a bit of yellow, and we've got a little bit in here. Like that. That'll do. Right, next bit we're going to concentrate on his round Homer's mouth. Clean the brush. Going for milk chocolate on this one. like that. That's that. Clean the brush again. I'm just going to get that little bit of blue put in here. Just give it one little pass, just enough in there, just a little drop. Can always add to it if I need to go a little bit darker on that. Probably will have to, but I just wanted it in place. Right. We shall move on to, I think we'll go with his jacket next. I'm going to go for a dark grey. Right, I've got a dark grey, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in where the highlight areas are. I'm just going to go in very light. Put a little pass where they are. Like that. Jacket. Like that. Do a little pass around here. Like that. This bit here. We'll shield that bit. Like that. Just pick out the little highlight areas. Got one here. Around here. Like that. And now what we'll do is we'll just go in and start to darken bits off. Got a little bit there. like that. Fill the gaps in. Don't worry about the sign on the jacket because we can pop that with a paint pen. I've got some bits on this train, so I might as well use the grey that we've got. Now we can go in and just darken that off. I'm going to add some Mars Black to that. Just darken it out. shield. Shield again. Just build it up. Very thin this Mars Black is. Just keep building the layers up. Make some funky noises as you do it. Build it up. Where are my shields? In here, sharpen that one up. And this one. Yeah. When you're working in sort of tight little areas like that, you just put minimal trigger on and just move with your brush and fill the gaps in. Like that. Keeps the overspray minimal when you're up close. Just build it up. That's a cat on the roof. Like that. No, it's a pigeon. Round here. Here. Pop some of these highlights out. Just cut the piece of masking here. I actually didn't do this piece. I just drew that bit in and cut it out. Put that in there. Right. I've got a black bit under there. Get the shield. Like that. I've got a bit here. here. The compressor kicked in. Putting these in nice and close. Putting these little black bits in like that. That bit, this bit here, that. Right, we'll move up to this top piece. On this wheel. Right. Got a bit of black in around here. I've got some greys, so I'm just going to tint over all this. Back off with the brush. Just tint round with the black, just backed off. Like that. Up here, a bit darker. Put some little lines in, like that. Just do some little around the top. Band there. tone here. Black pencil, just put the lines in. Like that. Some more little. That'll do for the tile. I'm just going to tint over that again. Make it a little bit darker. Yeah. Like that. So a little bit of highlight. That'll do for that. Right, we can now concentrate on that centerpiece. Like that. There's some little dots for the disc. That'll do. Now, just line these out. Just line this. remove the shield from the wheel. Just come in slightly where the maskin's covered it. Drop the spokes in. Like that. A little bit of colour to that disc. It's like an orange. That'll do. We go with that. And go in here with that and just darken these out a bit in here, turn it back. Like that. So that's the front wheel in. Now we've got like a purple sort of colour that comes down the edges of these forks. So I'm going to use a bit of the aubergine. I've got a very light purple and then mix a bit of the aubergine in with it. One drop. Still calm. Give that a good clean. That'll do. A little bit down these. Down the forks. Around here. On the edge of that. Like that. Tint a little bit of an attire. And here. Like that. Right, start this engine casing around here. Just go in. Just lightly dust in with this. And here. Here. Just dust it over. Same here. Dust it. Get the shield. That's in there. Just a bit there. Right, we can drop a little bit around that disc, around all this. Move on and just drop that shield back on here. That'll just shield that off. The other one. Like that. We'll just drop a bit at the bottom. Just to shield that. And we'll have a little bit. Just cut a bit of the shield off. Just mess that off. So we can concentrate on that piece. Alright, let's get a bit of that in there. There. Like that. Back in with the Mars Black. Tint this down again. The back wheel. Around here. Some little patterns. Round here. Like that. Just basically doing the same sort of thing as we did to the wheel at the top. Pencil. Create a few little lines. Yeah. Right, we'll get that aubergine in. Tint over again. Bit more. A bit in there. A bit more there. A little bit on that seat. Right, now we can just go in with the pencil. Just start to line this out. Like that. Put some lines in there. basically line all this out now here. Just loads of little squiggles here. Lose that mask. Like that. That's that lined out. Right. Punch out some little highlights. Do some across there. Brighten that swing arm up a bit. Do a bit on the casing. Right, I'm going to demask it very carefully. Then we can line out the rest of the bits that need lining out. Like that. So you just see how I went round it, sort of just, it's great with the masking, it really is, because you can just do a little section at a time. And just build it up. Now we can just line it now where it needs to be lined. got a little highlight there where the masking slip. I like that, I don't mind that there. Just tint over a bit with a pencil. Right, round the hands. Like that. Sharpen that up. That's all done. I think we're about there. A few more little highlights. Bring that out a bit. So there you go, guys, we've got it all down. Did a few more little highlights around there with the paint pen, demasked it so we've got the white border, and it's all sort of come together. So if you use the Pro Mask, lightly place it to your artwork, cut around it, it just sharpens your image up and keeps your overspray down. Brilliant product to work with. Along with the Caran d'Ache pencils for lining out, you get that nice transition with the pencils. It doesn't stand out and look glossy like some of your wax type pencils. It just blends in, you can airbrush over the top. So I hope you enjoyed the step-by-step. Drop your comments, tell me your thoughts. Links for the artwork and today's products will be in the video description, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers.
Yeah. Let me get everything straight. I'ma do whatever it takes. Getting it done, any means, get rid of these snakes. Fuck it, I'm up in my stakes. Going all in like Scott, get rid of these breaks. Nah, I ain't never gonna break. Double my pace till I go down one of the greats. One of the greats, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Hey, yeah, clocked in, hitting the gym, locked in, getting it in. Sweat poured over my skin, pulling up, letting it spin. Hey, yeah, let me get to it again. Do it for the kids that wish like him. Everybody starts somewhere, gotta let it begin. Championships, hey, I'm standing on shit. Strictly for the victory. Big Nick going big leagues. In the field with the lines like Siegfried. Move quickly, stay shifty. Anything so the bullshit miss me. Strapped up, throwing shots like frisbees. Let me get everything straight. I'ma do it.